Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy and this is going to be your monthly September reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Welcome guys. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, whatever time of the day it is that you are watching this on. I'm just going to throw out a couple disclaimers here that I have not said. I'm trying to remember and I'm very forgetful, so I'm trying to remember to add these to the beginning of all my videos. Know that these monthly readings are general readings, so some of the reading may resonate with you, some of it may not, none of it may not. Does that make sense? So maybe this is intended for another Capricorn specifically, or another cluster or collective of Capricorns. So just take what resonates with you and, just don't really pay attention. If I say something or I start explaining a situation that you are 100% sure without a doubt that that situation or that advice or that message is not for you, then it's not for you. Don't take it, right? But also know that there could still be some messages that are for you, maybe just not the entirety of it is, okay? So again, that's your own discernment. For a more accurate reading, the best way to get an accurate reading for your specific situations is to book a personal reading with me, and that information is all going to be provided below in the description. I think that is it. Let's jump into your reading. Okay, so when I was channeling into your guys' energy, I was like, hey Capricorn, what's going on? What's going on in the month of September for Capricorn? And for what I was shown was a person wearing like a robe, a hooded robe, kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that. This person, they're a traveler, right? So it's kind of being shown that like you had like a shawl or like a cloak or something like wrapped around you. And what I saw was like this person standing or walking, traversing in the desert, or somewhere where it was really, really dry. Like it was like the desert, like the floor bed was like cracked, like it was like really, really dry wherever it was. It wasn't really like so sandy, it was just like very, very dry, like a dried up salt lake or something like that. Very, very dry area. The environment would look very, very dry. And what I saw was, yes, I see this person traversing and walking across this. They have like a big stick. They have like their cloak around them, and they're a traveler is what I'm getting, is that this person is in the process of traveling, okay? So a lot of you Capricorns in this month of September are actually been doing some traveling. So you're gonna be traveling, going to new places, moving even. But I feel like what the big part of this traveling is an internal travel. It's like your soul, you're beginning to walk down your path. You're beginning to start your journey in life, really, like your main journey, like the main journey. When I say your main journey, I mean a lot of you Capricorns are really starting now or are on the journey. You're walking down the path of what is meant for you. You're walking true to your true purpose. And then what I saw was like an eagle or like a white bird, something like that. Like I saw it as an eagle at first, but then it looked like a white owl, okay? Which also, if any of you guys have any Libra placements and any of your other placements, I highly recommend I think it was Libra, yeah. I highly recommend to watch the Libra video, because they actually had an ancestor trying to reach out to them with that specific animal, a white owl. So at first it was shown as an eagle, like a black hawk, or like a brown or black bird, right? Like an eagle, big bird. But then it kind of transformed into a white owl as it flew away. So when it was there settled, it was like this brown or black big eagle looking type of bird, and as it took off, it like transformed into a white owl. So huge transformation is happening as well. And I heard audibly, I heard we're taking off. That's what I heard. And after that, then I kind of see this person traversing and traveling. So yeah, a lot of you guys are actually doing like actual traveling, but again, I just feel like a lot of you are just starting to walk down your path, your spiritual path in life, towards your true purpose, towards your destiny, I should say. Alrighty, so let's tap into what the overall theme is this month for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. In the month of September, what is the theme for Capricorn? What is the theme for Capricorn? That is so funny to me. No duh. Workaholic. Of course, Capricorn, that is your like main trait, is that you're a freaking workaholic. And this makes sense to me. Capricorn moon, so I don't deal with my emotions, I work instead. So this is really interesting too. Some of you might have really artistic or creative endeavors, because of how this card is depicted. I don't think you guys can see but it's like two artists. These like, I think they're supposed to be like blueberries or something, like blueberry people. And they're like painting, or like they're showing each other their work. They're like working over like a painting or something. So some of you might do something in like creative arts. You could be painters or just anything that's artistic. What I'm getting is that you guys are going to be, well, you already are also, but you are going to be more so highly invested into your work. And what I get by this is not just that you're going to be working more, like more hours or just putting in more work. It's going to be more so like, again, like I said, going back to what your channel message was too, is that we have traveling, but it's not so much physically traveling. There could be that, but it's more of an internal travel. Does that make sense? It's like you're going on your soul's journey. Same thing with your work, because I think that soul's journey, that path that you're embarking on, that you're starting to travel on, that has a lot to do with your work. Your work is whatever it is that you guys are either currently doing for career-wise or whatever you're shifting into. Does that make sense? So if recently you're wanting to, or right now in this month, you're shifting into a new career, a new job, that is taking you towards your purpose. Whether that job or that career is what your purpose is, it's a step in the right direction. Does that make sense? And most likely for most of you, it actually is, that is where you're supposed to be. That is your purpose, whatever this career, this job is, okay? But it's building up into something. And like I said, it's not so much that you're going to be working more hours or putting more work or whatever it is. You're not putting in more hours, but you're more so going within and like detailing how it's going to plan out. Does that make sense? Like you're looking at all the details, like, okay, like this is the goal for myself. This is where I want to see myself in the next couple of years. I'm going to go over all the details on how I'm going to get there. Like, yes, I need to put in more hours, but I also need to do this, this, and this. I need to change the way that I do this. I have to throw this out. I can't talk to this person anymore. I can't do this anymore. I need more of this in my life. Like, you're cleaning out shelf, because it is, I just spit. I hope you cannot catch it on camera. You're cleaning out shelf because it is Virgo season, so we're reorganizing everything. As well as, I don't know if, I think it might still be, but I know that Uranus went direct a couple weeks ago, and that really pushed and urged everyone to clean house, basically. So getting rid of all the things that don't serve us and don't serve our purpose or our path or our journey. Does that make sense? So a lot of you guys are kind of cleaning house, you know, knowing that certain people, certain situations, certain thoughts are hindering your growth and hindering your work and keep you from being at your very, very optimal best when it comes to your work, which is super important to you. So that's why you're really getting this shit together in the month of September, okay? Alrighty, so let's tap in. Let's get some more information, Spirit. What is going on in the month of September for Capricorn? What is Capricorn dealing with in the month of September? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are we dealing with? What's Capricorn dealing with? 2 more shuffles. All right, Capricorn, what are we doing? Oh, excuse me. What are we dealing with in September? Ah! 4 of Cups. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups here. So some of you may be dealing with you being offered something, but it's not in the way that you want it. So you could have a brand new opportunity. You could be, for some of you, could in terms of romance, this could be a love offer, someone extending their love to you, but you're not really seeing it. But I honestly feel like majority for you guys, it's like the universe is giving you an opportunity this month in September that you're not taking because you're being like Capricorn stubborn, and you're like, that's not how I want to do it, that's not how I want it, so I'm not going to take it. And then also I'm getting for some of you are like, might be a little bit too involved with your work this month that you might actually miss this opportunity to come in that's going to benefit your work. Does that make sense? So it's almost like the universe is like, hey, like you've really been trying to manifest this new opportunity, here it is, but you're going to be so work, putting more hours because that's what you think you're supposed to be doing, and you won't see this opportunity coming in. So that's actually kind of a little bit, I feel like that one's a little bit of a warning. Be careful not to put too much into your work this month. In terms of more hours, remember, like I said, it's more of an internal work, okay? Clearing up things on the internal so that sets you up for success in your career or in your job. Does that make sense? We have the Chariot. Sorry, I didn't say what this was. The Chariot. So for sure you guys are definitely going to be actually doing some physical traveling in this month. Yeah. Yep. 8 of Wands. Yeah. You guys are for sure doing some traveling this month, some physical traveling. It doesn't have to be far. Maybe you could just be taking a trip into like another city, maybe taking like a beach trip, taking a plane, going somewhere far. It could be anywhere, but I feel like you guys are definitely doing some travel. You're definitely doing movement. There's a lot of movement here. So like I said, a lot of you guys be careful, Capricorns. I'm gonna say this because there's so much freaking movement, and we have workaholic, and we see that don't get carried away this month, okay? Like, I feel like you guys really want to do stuff. You want to work. You're like, I know what my goal is. I know what I want. I need to go out and work, and I didn't make it happen. No. It's not that month because you have to clean house first. You have to get rid of all the negatives. You have to get rid of all the things that don't serve you anymore, because if you don't get rid of it now in this month and you keep trying to do this, work, it's only later on going to slow you down and make you miss out on certain opportunities. Does that make sense? It's going to delay everything, okay? So take advantage of this month. Figure out why. Because look at this. You're too busy. You are too busy to enjoy and take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented to you because you're trying so hard to work in the physical world. There is movement. We have the Chariot and the 8 of Wands. There's movement. Things are going to be moving, and things are going to be moving rather quickly, right? Just don't get caught up in the physical world. That's what it is for you guys, because you guys tend to work more on the physical plane. This is more of an internal month for you guys, where there is a lot of work going on, yes, in the physical world, but a majority of the work this month for you guys is going to be, I keep looking over there because I usually have my phone flipped the other way, so like the lens is over there, so I keep looking over there, but I'm like, it's literally right there. And like, it's more of an internal month for you guys, where you're internalizing the work. You're working on yourself. You're working on, how can I improve myself so that it improves my work? That's what it is. We have Temperance, okay, which could represent Sagittarius. Maybe you have it somewhere in your chart, or you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Maybe you're friend or business partner with a Sagittarius, and they could be really helpful this month for you. But also, like I said, what is Temperance about? Temperance is about balancing your energies from within so that you're balanced on an external plane. It's the perfect card, exactly what I just described. You need to balance the energies that you have within, because here, Temperance is an angel. It's depicted by an angel with, I hope you can see, but the angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land, right? Because the water is representing kind of like the spiritual, emotional side, and then the land representing more the physical things, like, the way that we work, the 3D world, right? So you need to balance the energies within. You need to balance your energies. You need to get in touch with the universe, with the spiritual energies, because that's what's really helping you manifest these things at the end of the day. And that's why with the 4 of Cups, we see that something is being offered to you, but because you're not balanced and you're not super in tune with those energies right now, you're not going to notice, and you're going to miss an opportunity that I think you guys would really, really like. Or not even really like, I think you guys have been waiting for this opportunity, and you're going to miss it completely because you think that all you have to do is work more or work harder, right? On the external level, right? We have Justice. So I feel like this opportunity that's being presented to you, or that the universe is trying to bring to you, it's about karma. It's about you finally getting what it is that you deserve. Okay? I'm only going to take one of these. We have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, I feel like what it is that's being, if we see, I don't know if we can see this, both of these, there's a hand with a cup coming out of a cloud being presented. I don't know if we can see that. Right? That is the universe being like, hey, here's exactly what you want. Here's what's going to make you so happy. Take it. But you're like, I'm working hard. I'm not even going to notice that. Or some of you, like I said, some of you are just really in your own, I don't know, some of you guys are so in your mind, like so stubbornly in your minds, that you're not going to be aware of this when it comes in. I feel like if you guys are aware and you take this opportunity, things are going to pick up really, really fast, and you're going to like advance in your career or in your place of work very quickly. But it's almost like, and it's like the universe, I feel like, really doesn't want you to miss this opportunity. Because like I said, with the Justice card, it's what's fair, it's what's right for you. It's like, it is justice being served to you in a good way. Like, it's finally like you're getting the karma that you deserve in a good way, I feel like. And Ace of Cups, it's something that you really want. It's something that's gonna make you really, really happy. It's something that's gonna make you feel really, really good to have, which is awesome. Alrighty, so that is actually extremely clear to me. So we're gonna move on. And I didn't mean to put that away. Can I get it back? No. Okay, I didn't mean to put that away. Setting this to the side. Okay. And then we are going to tap into. Oh God, sorry. I changed my format for these videos for this month, and I honestly don't even remember what the format I was doing. What am I doing instead of? I think blockages. Blockages. Yeah, I think so. I think so, honestly, and I really hope so. I'm pretty sure. So what are the blockages for Capricorn this month? What are the blockages? What does Capricorn need to watch out for this month? Blockages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September. Blockages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September. What are the blockages, Spirit? Three of Cups. Blockages are going to be people, like I said earlier. Friends, family, anyone that's in your life that does not serve you anymore, that's what's going to be the blockage. Because I think that you guys want to stay in touch, stay in contact with these connections, with these people, with these family members. But I think deep down at the end of the day, you can be able to discern and admit for yourself that certain people that you interact with now in your life are not good for you. Some are even toxic or very, very negative, draining even, you know. Just make sure that you know what's more important. Like, especially because you guys are so driven. For you, I feel like you just need to admit it, and once you admit it, once yourself, you're set. You don't need to really review, or you're not gonna struggle with this. But I feel like some of you guys are struggling with letting go of certain people because you do realize that they're not good for you, but like they're people that you really care about, so it's really hard to let go of them. And I totally understand that. But like I said, you guys are embarking on a journey, and not everyone can come along. And that's the sad reality, is that not everyone can come along. And it's not even, actually, I don't even want to say that. Everyone can come along, but not everyone deserves to. That's what it is. And you need to be able to discern for yourself who deserves to go down this path with you, alongside with you, and who doesn't. Because remember that there will always be people that want to attach themselves to your success. Because you are successful, and you are going to be even more successful than you are now. No matter what. It's in your nature. It's in your blood. It will happen. So just be aware that people can sniff that out. Like, people can be like, oh, I see where she's going. I see how far she can go. I see the potential. I say her, so I'm assuming that most of you are female then. Sorry to the guys out there, but they see how much potential you have and you hold, and they're like, I know that person is gonna be so successful, so I'm gonna like hitch along for the ride and climb up that ladder of success with them and leech off of their success. So this month, be careful. That's what you're gonna have trouble with. That's a blockage for you. So you have a lot of friends and family and people you interact with that are blocking you, and it's only the people that you feel like are negative, or you feel really drained when you hang out with them, or you just feel like you're not on the same page anymore with them. Those are the people that are they're keeping you from being successful, from what you want. So what's more important than you? Holding on to connections that you know are not good for you for whatever reason, because if you say that doesn't make sense. Why would you hold on to a connection that you know is not good for you? Let it go. But if it's that important to hold on to someone that's draining you, do it, I guess. But that is definitely something that's blocking you guys this month, in the month of September. Alright, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So, yeah, what's blocking you is knowing that there's something better for you, but being afraid to walk away from what you have right now. Does that make sense? Because I know that a lot of you guys are like big visionaries and big dreamers. Like, you have really, really big goals that I know a lot of people would deem unattainable. So I know a lot of people are like, if you tell someone, you know, what your dreams are, what your goals are, what you want to achieve in the next year or so for yourself, like, I'm sure some people would be like, wow, like that's greedy, or that's a lot. You know, it's probably those people that I probably cut out. You know, you want to be surrounded by people that are like, do it no matter what. You got this. You can do this. I believe in you. I encourage it, and I support you. I want you to do this. I want you to chase after your dreams, no matter how big or grand or how far out there they may seem or sound. I know that you can do because I believe in you. You want those are the people that you want around, not these people that, you know, don't want as much for themselves. Because sometimes it's even that. It's even just the fact that some people just don't really want that much out of life. Some people want to, and no shade if this is you, okay? I'm not trying to be shady to anyone, but some people really just want to grow up, have a 9-to-5 job, get married, have a couple kids, settle down in a place, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, no shade. Like, if that's the way you want to live your life too, like, do it. It's your life, dude. But some people, for people that are big visionary people and have high goals and high standards and big dreams for themselves, it's really hard to interact with those kind of people that just want a simple life, a normal, you know, I want to say like a normal, simple, basic life, you know? It's hard to stick around with those people because they have a limit. There's a capacity, you know, they want to have a 9-to-5, they want to get married, they want to have kids, and that's it. They want to grow up with their kids in the same neighborhood for like 10 to 15 years. And that's a great life for them, and that's fine. There's no judgment. If that's a great life to you, that's a great life to you. But make sure that you're not being hindered by being around people that have a limit on their life like that. Make sure that you never have limits on your life so that you always are able to obtain the next goal, and the next goal, and the next goal, okay? So just be aware of that, you know, just make sure that you know what's more important. You have to know what's more important for yourself. And that answer's gonna be different from person to person. For me, going after my dreams and doing what I want, that's what's more important to me, right? Than staying stuck around someplace or being around some people that I know are not good for me anymore. Even if I love them and I care about them, I can always love and care about people from a distance, right? And I don't need to be in their lives and they don't need to be in mine for me to love them or to care for them. Because I have a lot of people that are not in my life anymore. I still love them, I still care for them. There's no hard feelings, there's nothing like that. But I know that where I'm going, they don't deserve to come with. All right, and I know that sounds really harsh. Sorry, I'm Sagittarius. So we have the Lovers in reverse. Could represent Gemini as well if you're dealing with a Gemini or you have Gemini anywhere in your chart. I feel like the reason why this is coming up as a block is because I feel like there is someone that is very significant to you that you have a very strong attachment to that you really, really don't want to let go of. You really, really do not want to let go of this person. I feel like this is just confirming that. I will also say that I feel like for some reason in this, I don't know, right? I feel like there's someone that whoever it is that you're really attached to, that you're really having a hard time of letting go of and moving on from, this person is really, really toxic. This person, I feel like, is very toxic. I feel like this person, I don't think that they wish you negative and they don't think they wish you anything negative, but this person has a lot within themselves that's not right. Like, they're not in a good place. I feel like this person is very toxic. And I get that I feel like you really love and care for this person, like, a lot. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's one significant person that you just have a very hard time from letting go and walking away from. But you have to understand that they have a lot going on. This person has a lot of toxic traits within themselves, and it's just who they are right now. And I just think the best thing for you is just to separate and walk away from that, because I just really think that this person, I don't think that they mean you anything bad, that they mean to hurt you, that they mean to do anything negative to you, but this person has a lot of negativity and toxicity within themselves that you or anyone else cannot clear for them. It's something that they really need to figure out on their own. So you can stick around, you can be around with this person, but just know that their negativity is gonna affect you. So what's more important? Ask yourself. Alrighty, let's get a closing message from the angels. So I asked that the angels that watch over Capricorn, please give this message directly from the angels that are guiding, protecting, and watching over Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the message from the angels that watch over Capricorn? What is the message? Whoa. Okay. Alright, we have child. Alrighty. Some of you may be having kids for my older viewers, or I hope none of you younger people are having kids. So we have child. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule, I'm just gonna fly out of my hand. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you, okay? Okay, a couple different things for this, so I'm assuming that there's different meanings. I don't really think that, I was kind of joking, I don't really actually think that a lot of you are pregnant. Maybe some of you Capricorns are watching are, could be. I really just feel like this has to do two things. It really mainly has to do with the inner child, like this says. So a lot of you guys have a lot of, we all have an inner child within us, and that inner child is not, I don't think it's part of the ego. I know that a lot of people in the spiritual community and in psychology view the inner child as a part of the ego, which I guess it could be considered. But your inner child is just, it's the needs, and it's what you didn't get as a child that you needed growing up. Does that make sense? So like, let's say when you were a child, you really needed attention and your parents neglected you. So growing up, you're gonna hold that inner child. So when you're neglected, you would act out as if you would when you were a child. Does that make sense? Let's say when you didn't get attention, you got really sad. You didn't get angry, you got sad. Let's say that. So when you're older and growing up into adulthood, if you didn't heal, or you're not working on healing your childhood traumas and your inner child, you're still gonna have that inner child in there. So when you get neglected, you'll get really sad again. So I feel like there's something like that, and that's just one example. It could be anything, okay? So anything that happened in your childhood, whatever you were lacking, whatever's lacking in your childhood that was something you needed. Maybe you needed affection. Maybe you needed words of affirmation. Maybe you needed more attention. Maybe you needed less attention. Maybe you needed this. Maybe you needed that. Whatever it is, everyone's story is gonna be different. Whatever it is that you needed and there was a lack of, if you have not really processed and understood that, you know, whatever happened, and if you haven't healed and properly moved on from that trauma, whatever it was, it's still holding you back, because you're still going to have those wounds, and they're not your wounds. They are your childhood wounds. You have to figure out how to heal that and let it go so you can move forward, right? That's for some of you. The other part for a lot of you is that I think that a lot of you guys, maybe you're teachers or something like that, or you teach kids, or you're around kids, maybe you babysit or something like that. I feel like a lot of you actually have a lot of children that look up to you in a very, very big way. Like people, like a lot of kids really, really look up to you as like, I don't know, like someone to like, as like a guide almost, like someone to follow in the footsteps of. So I just think that that's really, really important to make sure that you're, you know, I wouldn't want to say on your best behavior, because like I teach kids too, and like, I mean, I am always on my best behavior, but like, I don't want that to limit me, you know. I don't want me wanting to do something for myself, you know, and then me thinking like, oh, well, what are my kids gonna think about this? No, I never think that, and I don't want you guys to think that either, but just know that I think that you guys have a lot of kids that look up to you and respect you, so just be aware of that, if anything. That's what I'm trying to say. Just be aware that there are people that look up to you, so make smart choices. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. That wraps up your reading. I hope that it resonated with you guys, and I hope that it helps you in any way, shape, or form. Please give this a big thumbs up. If you liked the video, let me know in the comments down below how it did or did not resonate with you. And please, please, please subscribe to my channel if you guys like the way that I read and my style of reading. And yeah, I think that's it. Share with your family and friends. Let them know to watch all their other zodiac placements. I will be putting up some pick a card readings towards the end of the month once I get through the rest of the zodiacs. And I think that is it. Yeah, okay, cool. I said all I needed to say. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time of day it is that you're watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.